Hey girl, hey. Welcome back to my channel. You found the right channel if you're looking for tips on how to find luxury goods at a more affordable price. We're looking to elevate those basic outfits and get simple tips on how to look polished and put together every single day. We also do a little traveling over here on this channel and a little dilly-dallying around the DFW and Chicagoland areas. If that sounds good to you, you might as well go ahead and click the subscribe button below. So today we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into our Black Friday haul. So the first item that we have, you guys know that I am a big fanatic of like a skincare routine, which by the way, y'all, I'm having a little breakout. I don't know what's going on. It's probably too many sweets I've had, like with the holiday just passing and everything. So I'm currently working on like being really consistent with my skincare routine. And first two items that I'm gonna mention are items by Topical. And I told you guys, like I swear by the Fade Cream. I promise you it has really helped with my hyperpigmentation. So I was able to pick this up. I think these were probably like 30 or 40% off. And actually, while I don't know if it still will be going on when I release this video, but currently Topicals is having like a 50% off of, I believe, most of their items. I know for sure the eye patches, but I was able to pick both of these items up during the Black Friday sale because both of them were like really reasonably priced. With the eye patches, I told you guys in the last video that I was starting to be consistent with using these, and I picked up about 4 boxes. I think there are 6 pairs that come in each box. So for Black Friday, I picked up 4 boxes, and with the sale that's currently going on, I actually picked up 3 more boxes. I probably would have gotten more, but Topicals had a limit, it looked like, on the max that I was able to buy was 3. So I picked up 3 more boxes because I do want to be consistent. I do think that with skincare, the only way that you will really see a change, especially with items like this, fading, and you have to be consistent with using them. I can't use them once this week and once again in 2 weeks. So these were a really good deal and something that, again, if you suffer from hyperpigmentation, I would highly recommend. Also, I was able to get a big tube. Usually the ones that I get from Sephora are probably half this size. So I was able to get a big tube of the Fade Cream. So the next items, and y'all excuse the nails. I watched the clip back and I said, oh, it's giving very ghetto. I have a nail appointment today. My nail, while I was at work the other day, cracked up high, so I had to cut it down because it was hurting me, y'all, real bad. So I have an appointment today to go get that fixed, so just act like y'all didn't see that. Next thing is, y'all know I constantly push up. I've told you guys this probably many a times. I hate buying things full price, especially like material things. So for example, like sunglasses, things like that. I don't like spending a whole lot of money on them. And these next items are for my husband. Definitely don't like spending a lot of money on things like sunglasses for him. However, he does like pretty cool sunglasses, and I typically will go with to like Amazon. I tagged some very nice Amazon shades that I swear by in my last video. However, Nordstrom's Rack was having a sale, and the sunglasses were already marked down, and then let's say they had like an additional 25% off. Because I'm an avid shopper, I typically always have like some notes, a gift card. I actually have like a gift card from like my 40th birthday a couple of months ago. So I decided to use some of the notes that I had to pick my husband up a couple of pair of sunglasses. So the first pair are I believe the brand is pronounced Carrera. And these are like some aviator style glasses. They're brown. And they look really nice on him. He's not here to try them on, but they are a nice quality, nice style. I will put on the screen how much I paid for the glasses, like after the sale and the additional like 25% off that they had, but they are a nice sturdy pair of glasses. And Lord knows I don't want him to lose them, but if he were to lose them, I would probably feel better versus buying, you know, a $300 to $400 dollar pair of sunglasses. That would just really suck. The next pair that I picked up for him were a pair of, and keep in mind when you order like sunglasses and everything from Nordstrom's rack offline, you get the like the original case. They come literally brand new. They just don't have like that plastic wrapper and everything around it because I had him try them on, right? So the next pair are going to be these Ray-Bans that came in the Ray-Ban, you know, case. And these are, I thought these were pretty cool. However, we don't necessarily like how they look on him. I don't know if they're too wide for his face, which is interesting because my husband's a big guy. So the fact that they kind of look too big on his face, it was weird. However, they are a pair of, again, sturdy, nice quality sunglasses at a really affordable rate, especially when we're talking about purchasing a pair of designer sunglasses. So again, keep that in mind. If we're looking for like designer, sometimes the best time to shop for items like that are going to be when the retailer or like wherever you shop is having like a big sale. Next thing are going to be a pair of sunglasses for me. And I have been wanting to pull the trigger on some of these sunglasses for a really long time, y'all. And all of the frames that I wanted by this brand were not available, which is probably the only reason why I only bought 2 pair. It's going to be 12 p.m. Studio. So if you are a fashion or content girly, or if you follow any of the influencers, you know who owns this brand. Janae Naylor, formerly High Low Lux on like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. She came out with a sunglass line. I think it was like earlier this year. I know it's been out a couple of months, not a really long time. And she actually just did like a secondary drop, which I'm like, of course you do a secondary drop once I buy these, but I love these. The frames that I got were the London frame. I got them in blue and I got them in brown. Those are the 2 colors that they come in. Something to zhuzh up your outfit, right? And these are like really clear. They have a really light blue tint to them. I think they would look really good with like blues and grays, whites, things like that. So I don't know if the camera is picking these up really good. And actually, I feel like they look almost clear. Definitely a frame that you can wear indoors. Also, the casing was beautiful, y'all. Like, I mean, really nice quality. She didn't spare many expenses, honestly, when it comes to this. The next pair is going to be brown. And I thought that these were really nice. I was going to keep both of them for myself. My husband, it's a pair of Saint Laurent sunglasses that I have that my husband is like, I really like those. And they are like a unisex frame. So I know that this will be a pair that he will like as well. And I was like, let me pick up 2 just in case. So I think that if he does like them, I may let him wear or let him have, the brown, because I do know that this London frame, it is a unisex frame. And might I add, the quality is really good on these glasses. Not flimsy at all. Like the sunglasses like have some weight to them. I mean, she's competing, if I'm being honest, with the best of them when it comes down to this particular frame. I mean, really nice. Like I said, the quality's there. And they were actually really affordable. I think for Black Friday, she had 30% off. Again, y'all know I don't like paying full price. So if we doing shopping for luxury and name brand items, I'm going to recommend like when they have a sale. Not to say I never buy anything when it's full price, but I do like to get discounts on things. And that is just my recommendation. Let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. All right, y'all. So our next item, it's going to be a piece of jewelry. And when I saw, again, these earrings are ones that another creator or an influencer that I follow on Instagram, this was a collaboration with her and a jewelry designer. And when I saw them, like when she did the rollout for the product, I was like, those are really cute. Like I may end up getting a pair. I saw them and kind of just like, I'll eventually come back to them. The influencer that I'm referring to is By Me Chanel, is her name on Instagram. And kind of forgot about them. And another influencer that I follow, her name is OK. Oh Hey K. That's my girl. She actually was headed to an event And she was dressed up, looked really cute with the outfit. And she was going back and forth and trying to decide between 2 earrings. And she had on these earrings. And I was like, you know what? I forgot that I said that I wanted to get these. And I ordered them. They're not cheap. They're not super expensive, right? They're not like fine jewelry expensive. But when I ordered them, I was not disappointed. I think they are really cute. I think it's a beautiful earring. I think that it's something that can be dressed up, dressed down. Like, I was not disappointed in the money that I spent for these. Again, all of the products that I have, because all of them are still in like production or rotation, I will be sure to link them below. But these earrings here, it's like a silver mirrored earring. The earrings come in silver, and they have some that have like a gold tint to them. Y'all, I'm trying not to drop them because it's like a mirrored. I don't want to drop them and shatter them. And I have not wore them yet. But I just think that they are so dainty, so feminine. Like, I'm looking for somewhere to go to wear these, y'all. And I mean, I'm going to be so excited. Hair done, outfit cute, makeup done. I mean, I feel like these earrings give you like, I'm that girl. And if I'm being completely honest, I might end up going back and buying the gold as well. Like, I gotta be able to justify them, so I need to wear these first. In addition to maybe I'll do something to like celebrate myself or some accomplishments or something. I don't know, y'all, but I done bought enough stuff. But I would highly, highly recommend these. The quality is there. They're not super heavy. And initially, I thought that they were like clip-ons, but it's like a pierced ear clip. One issue that I always run into with clip-ons is they end up sliding off of your ear. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and get them because they look really cute. But how are they really going to be able to stay on my earlobe where they're supposed to be? So when they came and it was like a pierced clip, I was like, oh my God, I'm in love. But yeah, y'all, these are just so stinking cute to me. It's like a larger earring, but I don't think that they're like too large. But I mean, even holding them up there, I just think that they just look so freaking cute. So I'm super excited about those. Would highly recommend. I'll be sure to link the creators and the websites where you can purchase these items that I am referring to. Let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, y'all. I don't want to make this video too long. All right, so the next thing, y'all, this is about elevating your basics. So you guys would have, I'm gonna go ahead and insert a picture here of me on vacation when I was just in Mexico. And while my outfits was very, to me, it was really simple. I thought that it was actually really cute, right? And with that meaning, sometimes you have to find key pieces. So when you do have basic outfits, it gives elevated, it's giving like luxury, it's giving trendy, you know, in a way for you to feel confident and you're feeling like that girl. Because with the outfit that I have here, I was feeling like that girl, okay? So one thing that I noticed while on vacation, a lot of people have like the raffia or the straw bags that they use to take to the pool and things like that. And I had kind of been keeping an eye out on a couple of raffia bags that I was interested in. One in particular is the Saint Laurent, it's the I Care, how I have the black leather travel tote that I use. They also have an I Care raffia version. And y'all, I just can't justify that. And that bag is an arm and a leg. It's like $5,100, I believe, on the Saint Laurent website. However, even if I were to find it on sale at a discounted rate, pre-loved or whatever, I just still couldn't see myself pulling the trigger on a bag that's so expensive, and the cost per wear just would not even make sense, right? So I then started researching, looking for other like fashion trendy raffia bags. I wanted it to be a good quality, you know, something that was going to last. And I ran across these 2 bags. One of them being a bag by a brand that I recently started purchasing like clothes from, was called ALC. And ALC had this pretty, it was like a really cute trendy bag. And it's this little cute one here. And this bag truly gives vacation, right? The bag, it's called Issa Raffia Bag. Issa, I-S-A, Raffia Bag. So it's a raffia bag, and it's not super big. It's not super small. If I'm being honest, I'm not going to say I would even take this bag to the beach with me or to the pool with me. This would be like a dinner while I'm on vacation type of bag. So have on a cute, you know, really cute sundress or maxi dress, whatever, shorts, whatever, and you want to kind of give your outfit a little razzle dazzle. Sometimes you need to have those key pieces, right? Now, if I'm being completely honest, once I ordered both of these bags, I'm about to show you another one. And when they came, I honestly was like, you know what? I like this one. I like it a whole lot. But if I'm being honest, I did say, I'm going to send it back and see if I can find something else. Y'all, what I did not realize was this bag was final sale. So needless to say, I can't send it back. So I think I am going to keep it. But if I don't keep it, if I decide not to keep it, I'll link it below because I'll have it for sale, like on my eBay store. Bag is not cheap. Don't get me wrong. You definitely can find a cheaper option for a pool bag or a vacation bag at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, something like that. The next bag, it's by the brand Staud. I also like their items as well. They have like some really trendy pieces, but Staud Moon Raffia Tote. And this one I absolutely love. I should say the other one I like. This one I love. This is a big bag. And y'all, it's been in a box. So some of like the straw, whatever at the bottom, it has to stretch out. But I just think that this bag is so freaking stunning, y'all. I mean, it's just, this gives, I mean, and you'll see like it on me. It's a big bag, right? So it takes up like the whole top portion of it. Yeah, I would take this bag to the pool. I would also take this bag to dinner with me while on vacation. But it truly is a conversation piece. It is a statement piece. The quality is there. I'm not worried about these like falling off. Something to elevate my vacation pieces. I have really been looking at elevating my vacation pieces, because one thing I do want to stop doing is when I'm headed out of town, y'all, I want to stop like always shopping when I'm going out of town. Sometimes it makes sense to invest in a good quality bag so that you're not continuously buying new raffia bags or new items every couple of years. Like these are the type of bags like they'll stand the test of time. We don't have any beach vacations planned anytime soon, y'all, but when we do, you better believe you're gonna see either bag. For sure. One, if not both of them on that. Yeah. So we are back to discuss like our final buy. However, before we continue on, what I realized is there may be like a shipment or two that I still have not received yet. One of them being the lip bar, the makeup line, the lip bar. I ordered, I think, a palette, or not a palette. What is it called, guys? Like the lip stick set. I ordered I think it's 90s Fine. Again, the Janae Naylor's kit. I'll be sure to link that below. I got an email earlier this week saying that the shipment was delayed. Basically, it sounds like they probably just received like a really high demand for the items, and they had not been shipped out yet. Needless to say, once I do receive that in the mail, I will let you guys know. And whatever else has not come yet, I will be sure to let you guys know. The final item that, let me stop right there. I actually did order some clothing items. I ordered some stuff from H&M. I ordered some stuff from Anthropologie and some items from Zara. I'm going to link some of those items below. And of course, not all of them, because if I'm being completely honest, I did order a lot of stuff. But I will order probably some of like my top picks. Some of the items are going back. So I'll be sure to link some of my top picks, some items that I kind of feel like were good buys, or, you know, nice pieces for you to add to your wardrobe. Also keep in mind, like when you're looking to like shop and you want to be able to get the deals, you have to have the app. Sometimes you have to be signed up for the emails. And while some people don't really like that, it can be kind of like an inconvenience or kind of irritating. That is honestly the way that I have been able to find some of the best deals. So if I had the app, for example, for Zara, I received a push notification from the app saying that they were going to be starting a sale the following day at 6 p.m., right? Zara over the years, by the way, has gotten a little bit expensive, y'all. And I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm not trying to go in there and spin an arm and a leg. So I do try to partake in the sales when they do happen, just to make sure I'm like getting the most or a bang for my buck, right? The last thing that I got, y'all, and I went back and forth with this before actually pulling the trigger on this, and I did purchase this actually after Black Friday. However, I do think that it was a deal. And I got this because I am about to start, my next video will be talking about like our 2026 goals and just kind of like, you know, things that I'm going to be focused on, what I'm planning on like leveling up in my life and working on for 2026. And one thing that I realized is like I have to start betting on myself more, y'all, and pushing myself to the limit, coming out of my comfort zone. If for those of you that don't know, one of the reasons that I started this channel really was not to be like an influencer, and by no means do I think that I'm an influencer, y'all, but it really was some growth and self-development that I wanted to work on within myself, right? And one of those, like, while I can be outgoing, I can also be shy or don't really like the camera or a lot of attention being on me, right? So imagine having that type of personality at times and putting a video of yourself online for potentially the world to see, right? It took me a long time, even when I recorded the first video, it took me a long time to actually post it simply because like fear was holding me back. And I do think that that is something that a lot of us struggle with, is that we get to the point where fear holds us back from so many things that we want to do, or, you know, that we aspire to do in life. So what I did was I went ahead and pulled the trigger, y'all, and I purchased me a vlogging camera. Because in 2026, I do want to challenge myself in many ways, y'all. And one of them being taking my content to the next level. Every week I dissect and I do more research on how I can improve, what I can do better. However, I kind of feel like if I pulled the trigger and bought the camera, which by the way, it is the Sony ZV-E10. And they said that this camera is really good for vlogging. It's not the best, by no means. While the camera is not cheap, I'll try to get in the habit of rewarding myself sometimes with getting myself things. So I was like, if I get to the point where like I'm really making content, like the next time I purchase a camera, I want it to be like when I have a brand deal or I'm finally monetized on like YouTube or something like that, right? So I thought that this camera, it was probably one of the most affordable cameras, would give me kind of that incentive to go to the next level, right? So I just went ahead and pulled the trigger. I am preparing myself to start working on my goals for 2026, to challenge myself and think about ways that I want to challenge myself, how I want to continue to grow and develop myself professionally, personally, and kind of things, you know how there are things like you will see within yourself that you're like, child, I need to work on that. Yeah, y'all, I'm really trying to put the pedal to the metal for 2026. So getting the camera for myself was just the first step in heading in the right direction. Needless to say, y'all, that was like the haul or the items that we got for Black Friday. And I'm about to go ahead and get to work, y'all. Actually make me something to eat. Then I'm going to go ahead and get to work. But I'll check with y'all later. All right.